scaling should make your business easier. More money, more clients, more freedom. So, why does it feel like everything is breaking? Most entrepreneurs think scaling means throwing more money at ads, hiring more people, or launching new offers. But if you scale the front end before fixing the back end, you're not scaling, you're just speeding towards burnout. Hey, I'm Carla, and welcome to Not Another Business Coach. I help entrepreneurs build businesses that actually run without them so they can scale without the chaos, the stress, and the 2 a.m. Slack messages. If you're tired of hearing vague advice about stepping into your CEO role and you just want someone to tell you exactly what to fix in order to grow, you are in the right place. Today, I'm walking you through why scaling too soon can actually break your business, a real example of a business owner who scaled and then burned out, and how to tell if you're scaling too soon and what to fix first before your next growth push. By the end of this episode, you're going to know exactly how to scale the right way without blowing up your back end or burning yourself out. Everyone says you need to scale, but most people don't actually know what that means or what it costs when you do too early. So what do? They pump more money into ads to bring in leads. They'll hire a sales team to close more deals. They'll launch more offers to increase cash flow. And it works for a minute until the back end just starts falling apart. Deadlines are getting missed. Clients are complaining. Your team is overwhelmed or confused. You're working nights and weekends just to keep up. So here's the truth. Scaling didn't break your business, it just exposed what was already broken. So let me give you an example. You might know her. She built a wildly successful business, made millions, had multiple offers, and she scaled like crazy. She was doing all the things that make you look successful from the outside. Big launches, a loyal audience, a personal brand that totally dominated her niche. But behind the scenes, she was the business. Nothing ran without her. She was drowning in pressure, and she woke up one day and realized she hated the business she built. So what did she do? She shut it all down. She took a sabbatical and walked away. Not because the business wasn't profitable, but because it wasn't sustainable. Scaling is not just about getting more clients. It's about building a business that can actually handle more clients. If your systems, your team, or your operations only work when you're grinding 24/7, you are not building a scalable business. You're just building a bigger job for yourself. So if you're not sure whether you're ready to scale, don't look at your revenue, look at your back end operation. So here's how to know if you're trying to scale too soon. You're working more hours, not fewer. You're constantly reinventing the wheel. Clients are frustrated or slipping through the cracks. You don't even fully trust your team to handle delivery. And every new client or sale creates more stress, not more freedom. The better your marketing and sales get, the more pressure you put on your back end. And if that back end isn't solid, it's just going to snap. So what should you do before you double your ad spend or take on more clients? First, you want to assess the effort it takes to actually deliver. So ask yourself, if I got twice the clients tomorrow, what would break first? What takes the most time and energy to deliver? Where are the current gaps, bottlenecks, or inefficiencies? You really can't build capacity without having clarity. So you need to know how your business actually runs today before you plan for growth tomorrow. Second, you want to build the right infrastructure. If your business isn't stable with 10 clients, adding 10 more will not fix it. So you want to document your processes, especially for delivery, onboarding, communication, follow-up, those types of things. You'll also want to standardize your tools and systems so your team isn't winging it with 5 different workflows. And you want to fix communication breakdowns. So Slack, Asana, project updates, team meetings, whatever it is, you want to make sure communication is dialed in. You don't need fancy software, you need consistency. And this is what allows you to scale without hiring a full ops team or building a 45-hour training manual. And third, you want to make sure your team or your future team can handle it. If you're managing delivery yourself or your team constantly needs handholding, you are not ready to scale. Sorry. You want to ask yourself, do I trust my team to execute without me hovering? Is there a clear owner for each process? And if I took a week off, would things still move forward? If the answer is no, you are not scaling. You're just building a more expensive hamster wheel. Scaling doesn't start with ads, doesn't start with hiring. It starts with fixing the stuff that's already falling apart behind the scenes. So if your business feels like it's held together with duct tape, now is the time to fix it before you add more pressure. If you want help building a backend that actually supports growth, let's talk. Book a free strategy call at the link in the description because you don't need to work harder. You need to build smarter. I'll see you in the next episode.